He smacked me upside the head with a pistol.
Oh, I did not know that.
Wackadoo, wackadoo.
Ooh, wackadoo.
And there she was. Blonde, blue-eyed, sundress wearing lovely, standing above me. Glowing. All I could think to do as she screamed is, I said, "Hey lady, this isn't what it looks like." I ran. Fast as I could, man. Put my hands out. What else could I do? Get handcuffed? Ooh. But no! That's not what happened at all. No. He shook my hand. Cop fan.
And on the court he walked to face the #1 player in the world, Ivan Karloff, the Russian Bear. Your fans, they're singing your jingle. Chug-a-Lug, Chug-a-Lug, Chug-a-Lug Charlie.
Threw it up. Right at the top point of it, I tipped it. And it fell right down on top of my head. Bounced. Boom, 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 boom. Pat, pat on my head.
I remember that.
Well, so after that, I, went to serve again. I got this one in. But then, as you know from watching the match, the Russian Bear, Ivan Karloff, began to give me an ass whipping.
Oh boy.
You saw it. Yellow fuzzy ball.
True.
All over me. Yep. You saw it. Cross courts.
Oh yeah.
Down the lines. Smashers. The yellow fuzzy ball. I think I got an imprint to this day. Anyway, so I couldn't really do anything because, he had control of the entire match. And next thing I know, it's 6-0, 6-0, 5-0, 40 love.
Okay, let me catch you up, folks. Here we are.
Okay.
So, Ivan was not only smashing that little yellow fuzzy ball up the place, he is totally dominating Chug-a-Lug Charlie, making him look like a smuck. Kind of hard to watch, to be honest. He was like smashing that ball with like such hate, like a demon. Yeah. It was kind of, like these cross-court zingers, down the line burners, bruising aces. But then it happened. The dive of the century into the take it from here, Charlie.
Well, this is why we're here, aren't we? To tell what's not been told. I love off the court. Rich Samson. All right, so one might think it's the end of the carnage, but no. He hit the drop shot. Brilliant, beautiful drop shot. And like you said, I dove for it, and I was airborne, and it seemed like it was a slow motion. And I got to that ball. And I hit my head on the pole, as you know, and knocked myself clean out.
Wasn't pretty. Was not cute.
Yeah. And as I lay there, in front of the world, a vision came to me. A dream, entity, I don't know what it was. But it kept saying, "Hey, use your old racket. Use your old racket. Use your old racket." I said, "Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?" He said, "Oh, my name's Mr. Clarity." I never heard of such a thing. Now, this confused me. Rich Samson, world, let me tell you, this confused me.
Okay, you're hearing it for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Chug-a-Lug Charlie. Cold as a rock, laid out, unconscious, dead center of the U.S. Open. And coming to him is no one else but Mr. Clarity. Charlie, for the love of all that is holy, what else did he say? Get your old racket.
Yeah. Confused me. You know why? Let me
Confused that Mr. Clarity, a deity, is coaching you? Facing Ivan Karloff.
Well, that would make sense, but no. I was confused, more of a business thing here. He wanted me to use my old racket, but if I use my old racket, PBR. That was the nickname of my old racket because the old sponsor, Patch Blue Ribs. So, I can't use that old racket.
Oh.
Rich, I can't use. You understand business, advertising, sponsorship. My new racket, Chug Beer racket. Well, I could maybe piss them off and I would lose my sponsorship. But he wouldn't let me up. Mr. Clarity. He was powerful. I was laying there. I felt like a force was holding me down. Like those dreams you have where you can't get up. I don't know what they call them, but it felt like that.
It's just like...
Yeah. Heavy on my chest. Heavy. So...
Spirits just laying his hands on you.
Yeah. Entity. And finally I said, okay. All right. I'll use my old racket. Then he let me up. It was like magic. I rose up. A surge of power overcame me. I went and grabbed my old racket. I said, PBR. And one word came. When. That's it. When. So I grabbed it. I started swashbuckling around like a ninja around the court. Boom, 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 getting the fans all going. They were going bazooka bizarre, man. Crazy. Whew. Went up to serve and, well, you know what happened from there. 1 ace, 2 ace, 3 ace, 4 ace, 5 ace, 6 ace, 7 ace, 8. A record that stands to this day. You can check the books. And from there, as the whole world knows, I gave him back a little bit of what he'd been giving me. I couldn't miss. Slices.
Yes.
My power forehand. My tennis elbow stopped hurting enough, Well, some might say it's a elbow pain from drinking, a lot of,
It numbs the pain.
So anyway, I gave him back what he'd been giving me. Down the line, smashes.
Karma could be a bitch.
Yeah. Then, the comeback was almost complete. He hit that lob. You saw this. I ran from that net all the way to the baseline. I still got the speed. I still got it.
You got
Not
it.
as much, maybe, but I still got it. I ran back there to that baseline. I got that lob, and I hit a tweener. Right in between the legs, running backwards. In case you don't know what a tweener, you know what a tweener is. Anyway, boom. That was it. Match point. Biggest comeback in the history of tennis. And I came back.
Sweet revenge.
Put my hands in the air, Yes, the crowd was going crazy.
I bet that was just so exhilarating.
Oh, wow. Just letting it wash over me, that feeling. Way overdue.
So inspiring.
It was awesome. But then, everything stopped.
What happened?
It was like in slow motion. That blonde, blue-eyed, sundress wearing lovely,
Uh-huh.
and Marty the cop, and 4 other cops, and a bunch of cameras started walking towards me.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. She says, Charlie, you did it. You did it. And I was like, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. It was not me. And then Marty reaches behind his back.
For his cuffs?
Well, he says, we're sorry we're late. We were down at Coney Island. We caught a gang of hobos who murdered a train conductor and mugged 10 people.
And then?
Well, the blonde, blue-eyed, sundress wearing lovely sticks a microphone in front of my face. She's a reporter.
She's a reporter.
And she says, you just beat the #1 player in the world, Ivan Karloff. Biggest comeback in the history of the U.S. Open in tennis. You say you didn't do it. What do you mean? Well...
Uh-oh, watch what you say.
Yeah, watch what I say. That's right. And I had to think quick. So I says, well, I meant I didn't do it alone. I couldn't have done it without all my Chug fans and all the New York crowd. I looked up at the crowd. I said, the best crowd in the world. That's right. But then Marty handed me that chug beer and hands out a few others, and I take that chug beer and I hold it up in the air, and I say, hey, my friends, all of my friends, it's the nectar of the gods.
Give me one of those.
Exactly. You know what we did? And you know what we did? You know what we did?
I know what you did.
Yeah, we chugged.
Chug-a-Lug Charlie. So, I'm imagining from here, what happened next?
Well, next thing I remember is waking up on top of a mechanical bull wearing nothing but a miniskirt. But that's another story.
That is another story.